Every Monday through Friday at 11:35 a.m., I walk into the computer science classroom, where there are 3 girls but 18 boys. Why are there so many more boys than girls? What is it that pushes girls away from the fields of STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math? What is this phenomenon, and how can we change it? Because only half the population is targeted for these important fields of study, America's efficiency and innovation is crippled. It's as if you're trying to run a race with 1 foot in a boot, because it just won't work. No matter how much the working leg is trained, you still have 1 foot in a boot and you won't be able to race. So no matter how amazing the STEM programs of various colleges, you will barely be able to compete on a world level if women are not being recruited. Only 1/4 of all STEM jobs are held by women, and of these women in the field, they are paid an average of $15,900 less each year than their male counterparts. So if women did not want to join the STEM field before, they are even less likely to now. Women are underrepresented in the field, and we need to change that. Lisa Wade, PhD, explains that there is no difference in math aptitude of genders before the age of 7, that girls are equally as capable at success in math, if not more so than boys. But when girls think about what they want to do when they grow up, so many of them think, I want to change the world. But the problem is that they don't connect math to something that can change the world. They think of math as something that doesn't have any effect on the world because they think of math as something you do in isolation, separate from everybody else. And they think that they won't have any effect on the world through math, so that pushes them away. But they can change the world through math, and there are 2 prime examples of this. One girl who was only 15, upon hearing her dad was diagnosed with cancer, created an algorithm to tell if the cancer was benign or malignant. Another girl, only in high school, created a phone app called Let It Flow to show where the nearest public restrooms were. So if girls can combat anything from cancer to inconveniences, then of course they can reach their full potential in the STEM field. So what's the problem? The problem is that while they're learning in schools, in elementary and middle and high school, they express much more negativity to math. This negativity takes root early on in their education for 2 main reasons. 1, over 90% of elementary educators are female, and 2, elementary educators hold more math anxiety than almost any other major. So when you get girls in elementary school being taught by people who have math anxiety, they can grow up with math fears for the rest of their lives. Also, a main problem is that math expectations can differ in the fixed versus the growth mindset. Those in the growth mindset understand that math is a skill, and that like any other skill, it improves with practice. But those in the fixed mindset just think and say to other people, I'm not good at math. They say, I'm not a math person. But if my mom tells me, Kaela, go do your chores, and I say, me? I'm not a chore person. I'm a phone person. I'm going to go text for 2 hours. My brother, he is a chore person. We can all tell that's just an excuse. So why can't we tell it's an excuse when it comes to math and the fixed mindset? Because the fixed mindset can inhibit growth and can contribute more to the gender gap. Additionally, women are the primary caretakers of children as opposed to men, so businesses would not want to risk time-lost training if they were to lose an employee. And of the women in the STEM field, 62% of them don't even have children. So when girls look at this and they see that it's hard for a woman to work in the STEM field, they see the gender gap in their real life, the people they teach them science and computer science. They see that it's hard for a woman to work in the STEM field, and this just makes the problem worse. So what can we do to change the statistics? How do we transform a society that only benefits from one gender's scientific and mathematical innovations? How do we get our society to take off the boot? First, we need to better train teachers in pure knowledge of math so they can have confidence as opposed to fear, and they can pass on that confidence instead of fear to the students that they teach. Next, we need to teach educators to adopt the growth mindset instead of the fixed mindset, to teach that sustained effort can yield results, and that they are not just a math person or not a math person. We need to better reward women in the STEM field, to give incentive to join. We need to better recruit girls to join the STEM field later on through programs such as Women in Engineering and Girls Who Code. And last, we need to teach girls that they too can use math and help make the world a better place. So now that I've taken off the boot, I can function as an effective member of society. But I am one individual in a world of 7 billion. If more men, women, and youth can join me in becoming agents of change, then we can improve the efficiency, innovation, and making the world a better place. Now that is an equation worth solving.